Wounded Warrior Project is hosting its 4th annual Run and Walk event this weekend near Albuquerque, and it wants you to go out to show your support and to help out. Here this morning with all the details are Mary Taluzzi and Jim Schnitzler, both with the Wounded Warrior Project. Good morning to both of you. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
It is my pleasure. I love talking about any event or any organization that helps veterans. So, Mary, let's talk. For folks who don't know, what is the Wounded Warrior Project?
Now, Wounded Warrior Project is a nonprofit, nonpartisan organization who's headquartered out of Jacksonville, Florida. It is a national organization.
Right.
So we have offices from Seattle to Washington, D.C., 16 of them spread across the country.
Oh, okay, and obviously the wounded part of this, it helps veterans who are hurt in the military.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. We have a presence in Landstuhl, Germany right now, so we're meeting them right off of theater. I mean, when they're brought in and brought home.
Okay.
Wherever home is for them when they return.
Absolutely, and we know there is some issues right now with the VA hospitals. Wounded vets need really all the help that they can get, and it kind of the government helps, but there always needs to be a little bit more, and I think that's what you all do.
Absolutely, there needs to be a lot more because it is our responsibility as a nation to take care of all of these young men and women. This is an entirely all volunteer service member.
Yep.
Entity, and we have to be there for them 100%. So Wounded Warrior Project covers some of those things that the government is not going to address for them or hasn't even seen yet, because as we're growing and developing, we're realizing here's another situation, here's something else that needs to be done.
You're talking about things such as rehab, PTSD issues, and
Yes,
so much
yes.
more. Okay, so let's talk about how you can get involved. There's a big run down in Los Lunas this weekend. Jim, what do we need to know about it?
Well, come out and join us, have a good time. This is our 4th annual event, and we saw a great cause in the Wounded Warrior Project. 4 years ago, 2 organizations came together, a Jubilee, which is a gated community in Los Lunas, and also Main Street Muscle and Fitness Center. We collaborate our efforts here. So all of our dollars that we raise, we contribute 100% to Wounded Warriors. And for the first 3 years, we've raised over $50,000.
That's awesome.
Our goal this year is at $20,000.
Okay.
And every year it's been growing. We have great participation from not only Los Lunas, but Albuquerque and around the country. We have runners coming in from around the country.
All right, and we don't need to be a marathoner like you to go join in this run. It's Saturday at the in Los Lunas at the Starlight Theater.
Right.
There's a 5K, 10K. You can just go out there and walk, you know?
You can walk, that's correct.
Okay, how much of a donation would you like from people?
Well, right now the sign-up fee, you can sign up at the event Saturday morning, starts at 7:30, and it's $35.
Okay.
And it's good. It's all tax deductible. The individual giving and tax deducting, and it's a great cause.
All right, it is an incredible cause, and Mary, I do want to talk a little bit with you. It's very close to your heart. Your son was in the Army. He was hurt in Iraq back in 2006, and then he passed away in 2009 from complications with his injuries. So how much does this hit home for you then?
Oh, absolutely hits home. Everything about Wounded Warrior Project and where I have been in this 2.5-year time frame as a caregiver for my own son has just opened my eyes to so many things, whether it's our government care when they're brought home into our military installations as hospitals, to private care, to what they need at home. We have a battle at home that we're fighting, and that is this is a lifetime commitment on Wounded Warrior Projects, and because it's a lifetime commitment for a lot of families that are taking care of their loved ones at home. That's what initially happened for myself and Daniel, and today I watch other families and I think to myself, if Wounded Warrior Project had not been the advocate for me when I was with my son in a hospital, then I don't know where I would be today. I don't know how far we would have gotten. But you know, we had an article written about us in the New York Times, and if you go online and just Google Daniel Taluzzi, you'll see a part of our journey that will just kind of open your eyes as to what we went through. But today, Wounded Warrior Project has committed millions of dollars for an independent care program, and I brought this with me intentionally because I did not want to leave it out, and our long-term support trust. An independent program is everything that comes to your household to take care of that young person because these injuries are severe. And my son suffered a traumatic brain injury beyond your comprehension. It is just, and there are variations of that. So today there are families at home taking care of their loved ones, and they are there 24/7. So, you know, Wounded Warrior Project played a big role in the caregiver stipend that was passed through legislation. And right now they're working on a long-term trust, support trust, because our biggest fear, what happens when we die?
Sure.
What happens to our loved one? And this is not an institutionalization of anyone. This is how do we keep that person at home with the services they have and continue not just to survive but to thrive.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry for the loss of your son, but I appreciate his service to
We-
this country.
We've learned so much, and this is where it's taken me.
We have. Mary, Jim, thank you for coming on this morning. Go to casa.com to find out more about the run this weekend. We'll be right back. Stay there.